Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon and our continued coverage of Heroes of Terrinoth. This is our extended playthrough video, so if you are wanting to know how to set up and play Heroes of Terrinoth and or want to know how this game began, feel free to check out the video that's going to be popping up in the upper right corner right this moment. Otherwise, the purpose of this video is to simply show off how this game will come to a conclusion. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. We finished up our second round, and so at this point all of our monsters should be unexhausted, and I think we are going to continue with Landric being our main hero. So we're going to leave him the torch and we're just going to go ahead and get started. So let's see here. I definitely want to put some progress, start putting some progress on the location. And so I guess these guys also are just trouble up here. So I think what I'm going to do is first do an explore action with Landric. You may exhaust another activation card to choose one enemy engaged with you. That enemy retreats. Well, I don't actually want this enemy to retreat, so we're just going to keep it as is, rolling 2 dice, 1 for the enemy. And there we got our first explosion, so I'll just go ahead and roll this. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. And then we have to deal with Axel over here. So what I'm actually going to do is allow Axel to force me to exhaust a card. And then I can put 1, 2, 3, 4 progress on the current location. So that will jump up to 5, which will be pretty good. All right. So let's go over here to Ashrian, and we're going to have Ashrian aid Landric here. So she gets to roll 3 dice. Okay. So I get to roll 3. I have to roll 2 black dice, unfortunately, for the guys I'm dealing with here. But the target hero is going to be allowed to ready an activation card and exhaust 1 minion engaged with them. So let's see what this looks like. All right. So we have 1 counterattack from the carrion worm that's coming, but we also get to re-roll this one. So let's add a success in here. And there's another success. That's what I love about these exploding dice. They can just keep going. Alright, so I actually really did not even need to do that much, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can only accept 2 successes. So it was really kind of overkill. I actually should have been hoping for some more defense, because I will have to take 1 hit from the carrion worm. And that's it. The target hero does get to recover 3, which is helpful, and I can exhaust the goblin archers. So definitely a nice card that we upgraded for. And I get to unexhaust the lightning runes here. So what do we want to do? We definitely want to attack, so we're going to go ahead and attack, and I am going to engage the reanimate master archer here. And unfortunately I cannot exhaust another activation card. I technically could exhaust rest, but then I'd have to go through the process of Ashrian resting herself and then her aiding him, and basically Landric would be stuck. So I'm not going to do that, but I think I have enough here. You know, I need to use up some of my successes. So I could ready that activation card. I don't know if I'm going to. So let's just see if we can, let's see what we can do here. All right, this freaking, I never roll this many skulls. And basically I don't need to keep going, because I have what it takes to take this guy out right now. Fortunately, I don't have the ability to hit more than 1 person. Yeah, I could over here. may target one additional enemy before the enemy exhausts. That's unfortunate. Because I probably could have figured out a way to attack him. So, yeah, I didn't even get a chance to use up all my stuff, but I did. Now this says if you defeat an enemy during this activation, you may ready one other activation card. I'm assuming that means my own. But I'm thinking that I'm going to be resting at the beginning of the next phase anyway, so we'll just leave it at that, because I get actually more bonuses the more cards I have exhausted in my resting phase. All right, so back over to here. All right, I can't use my Bloodguard Codex because I do want to take a shot at one of these guys. So, that's not too bad. I'm thinking I may grab this guy, although that's a lot of things I'm going up against. Okay, so we're going to clobber. We're going to try and get rid of these guys here. The question is, do I grab the reanimate archer? No. Actually, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my Bloodguard Codex, which is going to allow me, I have to exhaust a card, so I'm going to exhaust Clobber, and I can claim 2 success tokens. Okay? Probably just going to save these for later, but we'll put them right there. Then I'm going to rest. I can start my rest by exhausting a minion engaged with me. Okay? Then I can rest. So, fortunately, it's just 1 die, but I get to add +1 defense to it. Alright. If all your other activation cards are exhausted, choose one other hero. That hero recovers 1. Okay, this is essentially blocking this guy, so nothing happens there. And then I can ready all my activation cards, like so. But I have now exhausted both of these guys here. Okay, as we start the enemy phase, now at the start of your enemy phase, you may exhaust 1 minion or 1 master engaged with you. So I can go ahead and exhaust the Rat Swarm, even though they don't do anything anyways. So what's going to happen here is Landrick has to look to the shadows. The reanimate archer is simply going to inflict him for 2. So he's up to 9. And that's it, though. So not too bad. Alright, peril phase. We're going to slide over here, and this says, you see a chance to duck into a tight alcove long enough to catch your breath. Can you afford to let the Bloodguard regroup? Each hero may discard 1 progress from the active location to recover 2. If a hero has the Bloodguard Codex exploration card, they may pass it to another hero. I actually kind of like it here because Landrick has no problems accumulating success tokens, so I don't want to pass it. I am going to discard 1 for Landrick so that he can heal 2, and we're doing okay here. So we will not do it for Ashrian. Okay, alright, and then tribal phase, we will have Landrick discard 1 because he's got plenty. Okay. Alright, so I think this time we need to focus on advancing past this, clearing out everybody. We could leave the reanimate archer in the shadows because he'd be taken care of using the travel effect. So yeah, maybe we can figure out how to do that. Okay. Well, these guys all get to become unexhausted. And I've got nothing else to do but rest. So I may exhaust a minion engaged with me. Fine. And so I could just get to roll my 1 die. And if all of your apply +1 result, so there's 1, 2, let's make it a solid 3. So we can just get rid of 1 of these whole tokens. So I've rested and unexhausted all my cards. Okay, then over here, it is time to start. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we just need to start clobbering here. Yeah. You know what? When I repelled, I forgot to draw an exploration card. Way back when. You may discard this card before or after a hero's activation. If you do, that hero readies one activation card. Okay. Alright, we're going to clobber. I definitely need to upgrade this card. And we are going to clobber... No. We're going to focus on the carrion worm here. But unfortunately, I'm rolling 2 and 2. Not very good odds, but I do have 2 success tokens. Okay, so not the best roll in the world. So 1, 2, 3 damage is coming at me. I'm blocking one of them. So 2 get through. And unfortunately, one of these is going to get blocked. And then I can hit him for 1. Should I just use these? 2, 3. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. All right. So what's Landrick going to do here? Landrick is going to... I almost want to say I don't want to have exhausted these guys. Thinking back on it, I actually want them... Yeah, so I'm going to just roll a die for them, and it was a blank. So my resting phase, they wouldn't have, nothing would have happened. Okay, all right, I am going to attack with my lightning rune, and I can engage the carrion worm away from Ashrian. And I'm just going to deal with both of these guys right now. And I will... No, I will not. I don't need to exhaust another card. Even though I could, technically, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to defeat this guy, so why not? Alright. Okay. So maybe I shouldn't have, because I rolled the skull. So I'm gonna exhaust that now. I should have just listened to my gut to begin with. I'm exhausting that now to take care of the skull. I keep forgetting what that skull does. And then I'm having to take 2, but I'm blocking one of them. So I'm taking 1 damage. And then, so I've dealt with all of this. And then one of them is getting blocked, but all I needed was 1 to go through. So I did not need any things. I also didn't, no, I did use 1 back here. So this guy has been taken care of. I did defeat an enemy, so I can unexhaust another card. And that's it. That's all we need to do. Okay, so coming back over here, I want to explore. So we are going to explore with the rats. Alright, so 2 successes, 1 attack coming back at us. Yeah, I should have claimed 1 at the end of clobber. So 1 is getting through here from the rat swarm. I'm able to put 2 successes. I'm going to go ahead and make this even 3. And I can draw and resolve an exploration card. I have a firebomb. You may discard this card after hero's activation. If you do, each enemy in the shadows suffers 1. You know what I just realized is that I am not going to advance the location this time. At the start of my activation, I can exhaust to claim 2 more. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exhaust it, claim 2 more, and spend them on the location. So, okay. All right, we're good. All right. So, enemy phase. The goblin archers are going to do aim shot, but they're not in the shadows yet. Then they're going to retreat, and then they're going to inflict for 2. Okay? Then over here, these guys stay put with Ashrian, and then the reanimate archer is going to retreat and inflict for 2 on Landric. Okay. Very simple, very easy, very quick. Let's push this way now. Spawn 1 enemy engaged with each hero. Each hero upgrades an activation card. Okay. So we have a rat swarm here and a goblin archer here. Okay. At least it's the minions. Okay. All right. And we get to each upgrade a card. So I'm pretty sure we need to have Nature's Fury over here. Upgrade my attack. And let's see. Do we want to upgrade the rest? Or the explore action. I mean, we're doing okay. I think we're going to get one other ability to rest. Although exploring's not, we're not doing so bad. So I'm actually going to take the rest one because I'm definitely taking the hits here. Okay. All right, so I've upgraded. Now we get to move into the travel phase, and the first thing I get to do is advance past the Bloodguard tomb. So this location goes on, and everything in the shadows goes with it. So those guys go. Anybody engaged with us stays put, and now we're going to see Riverbank Wilderness. At the start of the travel phase, the party leader... so I guess I technically start of the travel phase. There we go. I should have done Bloodguard Tomb first. At the start of the travel phase, the party leader chooses one hero. That hero may exhaust one activation card to discard the minion or master of the lowest difficulty in play. So that's actually a bonus. But look at this. 4 total things coming out. So starting with the first player here, Reanimate Warrior. Then we're going to give Ashrian her another worm. Man, so things all of a sudden got real hairy here. And then this is the third. So 1, 2, 3. Now this is the 4th one that comes out, but it can't go. So it's going to be spawned face up in the shadows. And then we have 1 down here in the shadows. Okay. So each enemy in the shadows suffers 1. That's not really worth it yet. Okay. There's a lot going on here. Okay. All right, new phase here. What do we want to do first? Okay. All right, I'm actually going to explore here right off the bat. This is going to be tough, though. Yeah, actually, wait. I think I'm going to go ahead and use my Horn of Courage to ready my Lightning Rune. I will immediately then spend it back again. So I think I will go ahead and exhaust this card to get... No, I don't need to. I don't need to. None of these guys, I've got so many spare tokens over here. So 3 to 3 though. All right. I was looking for some more shields than that. So the worst 2 are going to attack me. So 3 are coming through, but I'm blocking 1. So 2 hits to me. I guess I should have announced who I was attacking. It's got to be the reanimate warrior here. And so I easily crushed him. And I defeated an enemy, so I can ready another activation card, but I didn't need to. There's no point, so we are good there. Alright, then let's go over here, and we have to rest. So I can exhaust one minion engaged with me. It will definitely be this worm here. Alright, so 1 and 2 black dice. Oh, that's ugly. That's really ugly. Okay, so 1, 2 are coming through, but I'm blocking both of them actually, so that's fine. Only 1 success, which is okay, but another hero can heal 1. And then ready all your activation cards. Okay. Alright, then we're going to go back over here, and I am going to repel. Yep. To draw, or first I'm going to explore. There we go, there's some exploding dice. That's what I like to see. Alright, so I am able to block their 1 counterattack, easy peasy. And then 2 successes to explore. Let's go ahead and make it 4 successes. Alright, and then I can exhaust another activation card to choose 1 enemy, and that enemy retreats. So these guys are exactly the same, so he retreats up into the shadows. Okay. Let's see here. And then I guess we're going to do Nature's Fury. Yep. Alright, you may become engaged with 1 enemy. I don't need to or want to. You may exhaust 1 minion engaged with you, so we will exhaust this guy. And so I'm rolling 3 to 1 dice. We're going after... Actually, the Rat Swarm Master really isn't bothering me, so let's target... Although I do just need to get rid of these guys. So let's target the Rat Swarm Master here. Alright, so it's going to be attacking me for 1. I need to store 1 success. There's 1 more, and that's all I really needed, because it just needed 4. So fortunately I cannot attack more than 1 figure. I do get to claim 1 at the end. This Rat Swarm is finally gone. And we're good. I am, however, going to spend my Firebomb, which will allow me to deal 1 damage to each enemy in the shadows. So I believe I can just put that one there like that, and it'll hit him eventually once he flips over. Okay, so the enemy phase. The Rat Swarm says this enemy becomes engaged with the hero with the most engaged enemies, which is Ashrian. So this Rat Swarm is actually going to move over here. Alright, so then Ashrian has nobody that's not already exhausted, so she's going to go up here and she can make her choice. And yeah, we're just going to choose this one. Okay, but it says Shield Bash. If this enemy is engaged with you, either exhaust 1 activation card or suffer 1. It can't do that. It wants to advance, but it can't, so it stays right there. Alright, then Landrick the Wise. Let's just see what this one is. Let's deal with this one. Okay, Reanimate Archer. After this enemy spawns, it retreats, and then it wants to inflict 2, of course. Alright, so he's up to 12. He's definitely getting up there. We need to heal him. All right, and then Asherine wants to do the Rat Swarm. The Rat Swarm would want to engage, but it can't, so it actually, again, stays up in the shadows. I believe I am playing the Rat Swarm correctly in this instance. So, enemy phase done. Let's push to the Peril phase. Each hero either spawns one enemy engaged with him or her or discards 2 progress from the active location. So, I can, let's see. Yeah, I'm okay with just taking this away. All right. Yeah. Party cannot travel unless a hero has the Bloodguard Codex Exploration card. When the Bloodguard Codex Exploration card would be discarded, the party leader claims it instead. When a hero claims the Bloodguard Codex Exploration card, spawn Axel engaged with that hero. Oh, so I should have been fighting Axel this whole time? Okay. My fault. So that should have happened early on? Interesting. The party cannot travel unless a hero has the Bloodguard Codex Exploration card. When the Bloodguard Codex Exploration card would be discarded, the party leader claims it instead. When a hero claims the Bloodguard Codex Exploration card, spawn Axel engaged with that hero. Okay. Well, this is all my mistake. So Axel should have come down here. He should have been up here. And so you know what? My little firebomb was going to deal with him. And so now at the end of this, we would have chosen Axel. Landrick would have had to deal with him. Bloodborne. If a hero has the Bloodguard Codex as a special card, Axel becomes engaged with that hero. He cannot. Hammer. If this enemy is engaged with you, exhaust 1 activation card. So he's just going to sit up there still. This is interesting. All right. Okay, so I actually have to explore all the locations. Axel's just a nemesis. He's not like a final boss. He's just kind of will probably get in our way the whole time. So, okay. I don't feel too bad about having missed those instructions. All right. So, travel phase. At the start of the travel phase, the party leader chooses one hero. That hero may exhaust 1 activation card to discard the minion or master of lowest difficulty in play. All right. So I will choose to exhaust Forage and minion or master of the lowest difficulty in play. So I actually don't want to do anything to these guys. That can be Rat Swarm or Reanimate Warrior. We will choose the Reanimate Warrior to be discarded from play. There you go. All right. Do I want to switch the party leader? So all these guys are coming back. I think I might, actually. I think I might just do that. Okay. So I'm going to pass this over here to Asherine for the first time. And then Asherine's going to aid. So all right, not a whole lot here. 3 are coming at her, and she is able to provide 3 bonus back to him. So 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then she needs to take 3 hits, and I can unexhaust an activation card, exhaust 1 minion, and recover 3. Okay. All right. So I actually kind of want to keep these guys right here so that Axel keeps trying to engage with me and then goes back into the shadows. I may be overthinking this a little bit, but that's Bloodbound, Inflict, and then Hammer. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is do the lightning runes here. And yeah, unfortunately I cannot exhaust another card. But I can roll 3, 2, 1. I got lots of stuff I can add to it. Okay. Alright, so it's either suffer 2 or exhaust an activation card. I will suffer 2, but I'll block 1. Okay. And then I've got 1, 2, 3. All of this just gets through his shields. So then I will do this. I'll spend all of these to be able to put 3 on him. So he's a third of the way dead. And I did not defeat an enemy, so I'm stopping right there. Okay, and I cannot use my Bloodguard Codex. The only thing I can do is heal thyself, so I will exhaust this minion here. Oh no, this guy, no, I don't want to do that. I want to exhaust this guy so he doesn't retreat. Aha! Aha! Alright, so I've exhausted that guy. I just have to deal with the Carrion Worm, and we're just rolling 1 against 2 blacks, and I already get +1. All my other activation cards were exhausted, so I can heal somebody else for 1. And Axel is going to hit me for 2, but I'm blocking both of them. I actually did not recover anything, but I just get to do this. Okay. And then back over to here, Landrick actually is the second to go. So he just has to do this. I can exhaust a minion engaged with me, which I don't have one, unfortunately. So maybe I should have drawn the reanimate archer down. Oh well. I'm not going to go back again. For each other activation card, you exhausted, apply +1 and +1 to the results. Okay, so +3 shields, so I definitely have enough shields. And so I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was actually really good. For each other activation card, ready all your activation cards. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And I did not use a success token, so I get to gain a success token. And now we're done. We're ready to move on to the enemy phase. So, starting with the first player over here, let's go ahead and deal with the rat swarm. Why not? So they want to just stay engaged with us because we have the most. Then we're going to go back over here. If a hero has the Bloodguard Codex Exploration card, Axel becomes engaged with that hero. So if I am understanding this correctly, Axel would move over here. He cannot fit, so he goes into the shadows. And then Hammer, if this enemy is engaged with you, which he is not, exhaust 1 activation card, inflict. He, I guess, inflicts from the shadows. Okay, so maybe that's it. So he would have inflicted Landrick last time because Landrick was the main player. If you're not engaged in the shadows and you inflict, okay, so he's still doing damage. I cannot completely escape from this guy. All right, that makes a little bit more sense. But that was Landrick. Now we're going to go back over here. The Carrion Worm, we are not poisoned, so Blight does nothing. Advance, he's already here, and then he's going to inflict for 2. Ooh, we're getting up there. And unfortunately now I am poisoned. Okay. Alright, but you're done. Alright, and now I actually want to take the Reanimate Archer on myself. So that's going to be 2 damage to Landrick. And then the Rat Swarm wants to become engaged with me. It can't, so it goes back up into the shadows. Okay, so all of our enemies were dealt with. Time to move on to the peril phase. What does this say? Each hero may discard 1 progress from the active location to recover 2. If a hero has the Blood Guard Codex Exploration card, they may pass it to another hero. Oh, Okay, so let's pass it. Let's do this. Okay, and I'm going to pass this back as well. All right. At the start of the travel phase, the party leader chooses 1 hero. That hero may exhaust 1 activation card to discard the minion or master of lowest difficulty in play. All right. So, what do we want to do here? I want to do these 2, so we'll do here to get rid of the goblin archers. Yeah. Okay. All right, new round. And we are going to start with our lightning rune. We are going to become engaged with Axel here. And I will go ahead and engage explore. My explore action to get +2 to my results. And I'm rolling 3 to 1 here. Okay, not the worst roll in the world. So I'm taking 2, but he is getting 1 through. So there we go. And then I will get 1, 2, 3 are blocked, but then 1, 2, 3, 4 go through. So he's up to 8 out of 12. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Let's see if we can't get rid of this guy. We are going to aid. Okay. So 3 to 2. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It's going to hurt, but we're going to get there. Boom. Those are just going to go right over to Landric. Okay. 1 more over to Landric. Come on, another shield. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. All right, so 4 success tokens are going over to Landric. Boom, baby. And then 3 damage is coming through to me, but I'm blocking 2 of it. So 1 damage. So flip over 1 of these and put this back. So we are now at 9, 12, 15 out of 18. Ooh, boy. Okay. Target hero may ready 1 activation card and recover 3. Okay. Alright, yeah, I definitely need to figure out how to rest somehow here. Okay, so we're going to go back over here, and you know what we are doing. We are bringing out the lightning rune again. Unfortunately, I cannot add +2, but I have 4 success tokens right there. That can just about do it. There we go. That's what I like to see. There's 1. There's another. And another shield. It doesn't matter. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So only 1 is getting through. That puts him at 9. So 1, 2, 3 success tokens spent will defeat Axel. Dun dun dun. All right, Nemesis taken care of. Boom. Okay. Whew. All right. So I get to keep that. These go back over here. All right. So Ashrian now needs to take care of some of these people here. So, all right. Nature's Fury. Yep, because green is next. Green says spawn one enemy engaged with you, each hero upgrade. Okay, yep. All right, so you may become engaged with one enemy. You may exhaust one minion engaged with you. So we will exhaust the worm. And then we're actually going to attack the worm as well to try and get rid of it. So 3, 2, 1. There we go. There we go. Love to see those exploding dice. That's a good roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is exactly what we needed to get rid of the carrion worm. And at the end of all this, I can claim one here. Okay. All right. I was poisoned, but the very first thing I did was heal thyself. So technically, I should have taken one when I healed myself. So I'm at 16. Ooh. Okay. All right. But we're pushing on here. Oh no, we don't push on yet. We need to deal with some stuff here. I believe that goes over there. So we'll have Landrick take the reanimate archer first. So it's going to hit him for 2 from a distance. And then the rat swarm, we know where it's going. It's going to go right here with 1 damage on it. And now we do the peril phase where we add hybrid sentinel and a crow hag. This enemy becomes engaged with the hero with the most exhausted activation cards. Okay, so that's not until they activate. Okay. Alright, at the start of the travel phase, the party leader chooses one hero. That hero may exhaust 1 activation card. Yeah, we'll do this. And I can remove the least minion, so I will get rid of you. Alright, boom. Okay. Alright. So here we go. We just need to do some exploring now and survive. So, we both need to rest. You may exhaust 1 minion engaged with you. I will exhaust you, sir. I'll be rolling 2 of these. And I get to add +1, +3, 4, 5. So again, boom. I did not have to use a success token, so I get to claim 1, and I get to ready all of my activation. Oh, I should have upgraded an activation card. Why are you guys letting me forget about that? So we need to definitely upgrade our exploring over here and upgrade our resting right here. So, man, you guys almost let me forget. Okay. All right, so back over here. Ashrian is also, you may exhaust 1 enemy engaged with you. Let's exhaust, yeah, the crow hag here, because she just, I don't like the looks of her. Alright, we're rolling 2 with 1 black. Apply 1 shield to the results. Okay, and that's fine, so we just have 1, unfortunately. If all your activation cards are exhausted, choose 1 other hero. That hero recovers 2 and may exhaust 1 enemy engaged with him or her. Okay, so I'm going to spend my 2 successes here to make this full 3. Which really is not that good of a rest. Then we can ready all our activation cards. So, yeah. I'm a little worried about Ashreen here. I need to definitely protect her with Landric. Okay. So, what we can do with Landric, however, I haven't used this yet because I've had plenty of people in front of me, but Landric has a ranged attack, which means he can target people in the shadows without actually having to bring them down and have them be engaged with him. So, I believe that I could do my lightning rune and not have to roll for either one of these guys. I don't need to worry about the nemesis anymore, so let's go ahead and tag that and roll away. Okay, so boom. I mean, I freaking crushed this guy. Okay. Alright, so then I can unexhaust here. Okay, and then back over to here. Let's do some exploring because I really don't have to worry about these two guys this turn. So 2 to 1. Alright. Fortunately, let's roll this one up, see what it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. This guy is attacking me for 1. So, ooh, there's that 15, back up to 16 again. Right? Oh, but she can get to 23. Why did I think it was 18? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right, so she's not as bad as I thought, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Progress. And I get to draw an exploration card. This one says event. Your limbs catch in the sticky diaphanous web of a spider. Hopefully its maker is not close by. Roll 1 enemy die. Okay. Ah, suffer 2. Did not like that exploration card. Okay, so now we're up to 18. Now we're getting a little closer. Okay. Yeah. But as we move into the enemy phase, exhausted, nobody in the shadows. Rat Swarm stays engaged with Ashreen. No one in the shadows. Exhausted. So boom. Peril phase. Each hero either spawns 1 enemy engaged with him or her or discards 2 progress from the active location. So I am going to do this because I'm going to put a hurting on that location here in just a second. All right. So these guys all come back. We move on to the next round. Okay, so let's go exploring. 3 and 1. Question is, yes, I want to exhaust an activation card to claim 2 success tokens before we start. All right, so boom, there's 1 success. There's 1 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. We will just stick with 8 on that location. That's exactly what we need. I can just flip this over. There we go. All right. Oh, and you know what? I should have, at the start of the travel phase, the party leader chooses 1 hero to exhaust 1 activation card to get rid of the lowest enemy. So this Rat Swarm can be gone too. I kind of like being at this riverbank location. Okay, so we're ready, going to be ready to travel. So that was our first action here. Let's go over here to aid. We're rolling 3 against 1. Okay, and lots of successes. To my knowledge, this has no effect anymore, and I get the full slate of stuff here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get to heal up everything, and I get to unexhaust a card here. Okay. All right. So and may exhaust 1 minion engaged with him or her. Yes, that's what I was like. I knew I was getting something out of this. Okay, so we come back over here, and I will become engaged with the Crow Hag here, and I will then attack the Crow Hag. So 3, 2, 1. This should be pretty straightforward. Alright, so she's going to try and hit me back. She will get 1 through, but I've got plenty enough that she blocks that, and she didn't have much left to defeat me. Okay, so we're done over here. I did not, but I don't. Yep. Okay, and so then we're going to go back over here, and we are going to rest. Alright, I don't need to exhaust an enemy. I just need to get lots of success tokens here. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we gotta do that. Okay. 4. Choose one of the hero. That hero recovers 2. It may exhaust 1 enemy engaged with him or her. I don't need to, and ready all your activation cards. Okay. Alright, enemy phase. Boop. Nothing to do. Nothing doing. So when you're in a situation like this, you just keep pinging this final one here, which is probably the worst one, because we are each going to have to spawn an enemy engaged with us. But just you wait, because I can go ahead and say that I'm going to exhaust explore, because it's the start of the travel phase to get rid of the cave spider. Then I will travel away from the riverbank. Okay. Then we flip over this. This is the final card we have to deal with, and it should be an easy one. Dark Forest Wilderness. This is actually like a reverse. We started with the hardest location and Axel at the very beginning, and now we're like running away from him. At the end of the travel phase, the party leader rolls 1 enemy die. Okay. So 3 people. So we start here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, the enemy deck is almost out. I think that does trigger something, but we should be okay. And then 1 in the shadows. All right. So I think all I really need to do here is just put a hurting on that exploration, and then we're good. We do not have to defeat everybody. We have the codex in hand, and so I think we'll be good. So let's finish this. Yeah, all right. So I need to rest first. I can exhaust 1 minion engaged with me, so we'll be the hybrid sentinel. So I'll be rolling 2 to 2, but I'm getting +3 shields. Alright, so I'm recovering 6. I didn't need to recover any of that. I just needed my cards back. Okay. Alright. Then let's go over here. I may become engaged with 1 enemy. I don't need to do that. You may exhaust 1 minion engaged with you. I will definitely exhaust this beast. And then I will attack the Crow Hag here for 3 to 1. Alright, so the Crow Hag is attacking me, but I block it. I'm getting 1, 2, 3 through, which is exactly what I needed to get rid of her. And I get to claim one in the end here. Okay, and then we are going to explore. And it's going to be a lot of dice here, but really I just need to get 7 successes, and I have 5 right here, so... Ugh, are you serious? Look at that. Okay, so this Golem Master here is going to hit me, but I'm blocking all 3. 1, 2, 3. And I only got 1 success. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So close. So close. Alright. You may exhaust another activation card to choose one enemy. That enemy retreats. So you will retreat. And I draw this, and this says the readied enemy with the highest difficulty activates and then readies. Ugh, okay. So that's going to be this guy. Activates, then readies. So he would punch. If this enemy is engaged with you, suffer 1. Oh, that's not so bad. And then he advances. Well, that's not bad at all. But now he retreats, because I'm following these in the order from top to bottom. Alright. So back over to here. This is done. So I guess I will aid. Target hero may ready 1 activation card and exhaust 1 minion. So I'm actually going to ready this one and exhaust 1 minion. So I can exhaust you. Very nice. And then I get to roll 3 dice unopposed. Alright, so just 2 successes there. And the target hero recovers 3. He barely needs it. And that's it. Okay, so we are done. Enemy phase. Nothing to do here, so we will activate the Golem. He wants to punch and then advance, so he'll come back over here. Nothing doing over here, so Ashreen has to take a look at the Changeling, and it wants to Mimic. This enemy activates using the effect bar and abilities of the highest difficulty face-up enemy in the play area that is not a Changeling. Okay, so that is the Golem, so it wants to punch. And then advance. Okay. Alright. So that's it. So now we should be able to take care of things. So each hero or discards 2 progress from the active location. So 6. Do I dare do this? Or do I just... No. Let's just end this. So I spawn an enemy. This one's going to go here, and this one spawns down here. Alright, but again, I don't need to survive at the end of the round, so I do need to get through the end of the round. Okay. Alright. So let's see here. What do we want to do first? Yeah, let's just get this over with and explore. Oh, wait. At the end of the travel phase, the party leader rolls 1 enemy die. Alright, on a hit, he or she becomes poisoned. Well, that's no fun, but that's fine. Okay, so now I'm going to activate my Rune of Confusion. So I will explore. I'm rolling all the dice now. Okay, so one of them, the Golem, I'm assuming, is going to punch me. I'm blocking one of them. And I get just say 1 success, and I block 2 of them, so only 1 damage is getting through. Then I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Plenty. And I didn't use one, so I can actually save that. Okay. And then we go over here, and I need to, you may exhaust one enemy engaged with you. So it's going to be, yeah, you. And 2 and 2. Ooh. Okay, so 1 is coming through, but I do get automatic 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to make sure that I survive. Okay, and then we get to boom, boom, boom. All right, and then back over to here. I've got nothing better to do but lightning rune. And you know what? Yeah, going after the golem master here. So we're rolling all the dice. And you know what? I'm also going to go ahead and I'm going to exhaust that to add +2 to the result. This is all semantics, I believe, at this point. Ooh, not a very good roll on my part. So these two guys would both attack me for 5. And I'm blocking 2 of that, but 3 would still come through. I got plenty of health, though. Only 1 plus 2, 3. So only 1 is going through. And then I can only add but 3 success tokens. So I didn't get him. I didn't get him. And technically, my poison status would have caused me to do that. All right, and then back over here, just to make sure, I'm going to rest again, which means I can engage in an enemy. I can exhaust you. I can roll 2 and 1 now. And it's simply 1, 2, 3. Boom. Yeah. Okay. So like I said, that was basically just, I just needed to make sure I'm going to survive this round here. So inflict. Go over here. He wants to inflict for 2. 1, 2, and then pray. The enemy becomes engaged with here with the most. He comes down here, but he can't, so he goes up into the shadows, and he's done. Then we go over here, and the changeling activates using the effect bar using the highest difficulty face-up enemy in play that is not a changeling. That's this guy. So punch suffers 1, and then advance. It's already there. Okay, so he's done. Then we come back over here, and I guess let's deal with the punch. He just hits me for 1, and that's it. There's something odd. There's something I'm missing here. Okay, but he's done now. Then we come back over here, and we have to activate this guy. He's not engaged with us. He wants to advance, but he can't, so he gets pushed back into the shadows. And then here, poison. I'm already poisoned. Haha. Advance and inflict for 1. So that's it. I survived. This means I have to spawn 2 more enemies. They would spawn here, but I would travel now, and we are done. At the end of the round, the final location is fully explored, and one of the heroes has the Bloodguard Codex. You win. Read the victory condition, or read the victory on the back, which states, you don't stop moving. Turning to counter your pursuers only is necessary. Though you are battered and bloodied, your Bloodguard assailants are more so. You find a well-worn trail that will hopefully lead to a settlement with the Bloodguard Codex in hand. You keep moving to bring this valuable knowledge to the rest of Terrinoth. So that's what it was. Maybe I should have read the story so far. Text prior to it is that we were running from Axel because we had stolen the Bloodguard Codex. So there you go. But that is Heroes of Terrinoth in a nutshell. My apologies for not picking up on when Axel enters the scenario. Like I said, this is the first time I've played this particular scenario, and usually the Nemesis comes in at the very end. But I should have been wary by the fact that the location was all 3 locations, or the last location was very random. So usually that's the one that says spawn X nemesis out of into the shadows, or so on and so forth. So my apologies on that, but I don't think that too much would have happened either way. But yeah, this is I do like this game simply because it is simple. It's nothing but cards essentially and a few tokens. It's not overbearing. There's not map tiles and things like that. There's not a bunch of miniatures, but it really does work for like this kind of fantasy, almost dungeon crawl-esque like game. It's got that living card feel to it, similar to, makes me think of the Lord of the Rings with the, progressing, putting progress tokens on locations and defeating enemies and them being, in the shadows or engaged with you, things like that. Definitely gives me that vibe, which is a game I enjoy. But there's just so much packed in this one little box. It's just very impressive, and I wish that Fantasy Flight had not just kind of ignored it. They haven't officially dropped it. They do still produce it, but they certainly haven't given it any attention, which is unfortunate. So, but definitely a game if you guys like to have something that's got this dungeon crawl feel to it, that's got a little bit of living card game feel to it, but it's different. Kind of a modular deck system, but a little different. Check out Heroes of Terrinoth. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.